Hey there, I'm Ava, 32 years old, thriving in my marketing career and living what I thought was my dream life. I've got an incredible house in the suburbs, and my husband, William, is a brilliant software engineer who's always had my back, or so I believed. Things started to unravel when my mother-in-law, Linda, began acting strange. Now, Linda and I have never been close, but suddenly she's all buddy-buddy with Luna, the daughter of our new neighbors. Luna's 25, and Linda treats her like the daughter she never had. Hey William, have you noticed how much your mom's been hanging out with Luna lately? I asked one evening over dinner. Huh? Oh yeah, Mom said she's helping Luna with job applications or something, he replied casually. I shrugged it off. That's nice of her, I guess. But I couldn't shake this weird feeling. Every time I saw them together, they'd be whispering and giggling like schoolgirls. It was unsettling. During our weekly game night, I vented to my friends, Tom and Karen. Am I overthinking this, or is Linda acting weird? Karen raised an eyebrow. Weird how? She's suddenly best friends with Luna. It's like they've got some secret joke that I'm not in on. Tom laughed. Maybe they're planning a surprise party for you. I wish it were that innocent. Work was crazy, and I was up for a major promotion, so I was practically living at the office. Meanwhile, William started coming home later and later. Another late night? I asked, trying to sound casual. Yeah, this project's brutal. Don't wait up, he said. I wanted to believe him, but my gut told me something was off. One afternoon, I was grabbing the mail and spotted Linda and Luna huddled together on Linda's porch. They went silent as soon as they saw me. Hey Ava, Luna chirped, overly cheerful. How's work? Busy, I replied, forcing a smile. What are you two up to? Linda waved it off. Oh, just some girl talk, nothing you'd be interested in, dear. Right, because I'm not a girl or anything. That night, I couldn't sleep, replaying all the strange vibes in my head. The whispers, the late nights, the awkward silences. Was I just being paranoid, or was something seriously wrong? Little did I know, my perfect life was about to implode. The people I trusted were the ones holding the matches, ready to burn it all down. Monday morning, I walked into work, ready to crush my presentation for the promotion. But something felt off. People were whispering, giving me sideways glances. After my presentation, my boss, Mr. Johnson, called me into his office. Ava, we need to talk, he said, looking uncomfortable. There've been some rumors about us. I'm sorry, but I have to pass you over for the promotion. We can't have people thinking. Well, you understand. I was stunned. What? That's ridiculous. There's nothing going on between us. He sighed. I'm sorry, Ava. My hands are tied. I left work early, my mind spinning. At a neighborhood barbecue that weekend, I overheard Mrs. Peters gossiping with another neighbor. Did you hear about Ava Thompson? Apparently, she throws wild parties. Someone even said they saw drugs there. I nearly dropped my plate. What the hell was going on? When I got home, I confronted William. People are saying insane things about me, wild parties, an affair with my boss. What's happening? William looked uncomfortable, avoiding my eyes. I don't know, Ava. Maybe there's some truth to it. You've been working late a lot. I stared at him shocked. Are you serious? You know me better than that. The next day, Linda stopped by unexpectedly. Oh, Ava, she said with fake concern. I'm worried about you. Your behavior lately. It's just not right. Maybe you should be careful. Before I could respond, Luna bounced in. Hey, William, ready for our run? She smiled and touched his arm, laughing at something he said, while he just stood there, not even trying to push her away. Even Tom and Karen started acting strange. At our next game night, Karen asked, hesitantly, Ava, is everything okay? We've been hearing things. I'm not having an affair, I'm not doing drugs, and I'm not throwing wild parties, I snapped. Tom looked skeptical. Look, if you need help. I stormed out, feeling more alone than ever. The final straw came when I decided to surprise William by coming home early. As I walked in, I heard laughter from upstairs. I rushed to our bedroom and froze. There was Luna, twirling in front of my mirror in my favorite dress. William was sitting on the bed, smiling at her. What the hell is going on here? I demanded. William jumped up, looking guilty. Ava, hi, Luna needed something to wear for a job interview. Luna had the audacity to smile. Thanks for letting me borrow this, Ava. You're such a sweetheart. I was speechless as she sauntered out. I turned to William, incredulous. First my clothes, and what's next? My identity? That night, as he showered, I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked his phone. And there they were. Text after text between him and Luna. Nothing outright incriminating, but the flirty undertones were undeniable. Hey handsome, thanks for today, you're always so helpful. Anytime, Jess. You looked amazing in that dress. My world was crumbling. My job, my reputation, my marriage, everything I had worked so hard for was slipping through my fingers. And for what? I hadn't done anything wrong. Lying in bed that night with William snoring beside me, I made a decision. I wasn't going to be a victim anymore. Someone was orchestrating this nightmare, and I was going to find out who. And when I did, they'd regret ever messing with Ava Thompson. I'd had enough of being a pawn in someone else's twisted game. It was time to take control and uncover the truth. First step, install hidden cameras throughout the house. It felt wrong, but I was desperate. William, I'm heading out for a bit. I called out, my heart racing. Sure, babe. Everything okay? I forced a smile. Just peachy. Next stop, a private investigator's office. Dave, the PI, looked like he'd seen it all. So, you want me to tail your mother-in-law and some young neighbor? He asked. Eyebrow raised. Exactly. Something's not right, and I need proof. Back at work, I swallowed my pride and knocked on Mr. Johnson's door. Sir, can we talk? I need to explain what's really going on. He listened skeptical at first, but as I laid out the bizarre series of events, his expression softened. Ava, I had no idea. I received anonymous tips about your misconduct. I should have talked to you first. Relief washed over me, at least someone believed me. That night, I called an old friend, Alex, who had become a hotshot lawyer. I needed legal advice. Ava, long time no talk. What's up? I spilled everything. Alex whistled low. Damn girl. You're in a mess. But don't worry, we'll figure this out. Days passed, and the evidence started pouring in. I was reviewing the camera footage when I saw it. Linda and Luna sneaking into my home office, planting what looked like drugs in my desk drawer. Those lying, manipulative. I bit back my words, fury building inside me. Then Dave called with more news. Miss Thompson, I've got something. Your mother-in-law, she's been paying the neighbor girl. Looks like she hired her to seduce your husband. It all clicked. Linda had orchestrated the entire thing, using Luna as her pawn to destroy my life. That evening, I confronted William, laying out everything I had discovered. Ava, I don't know what to say, he stammered, his face pale. How about the truth for once? I snapped. William broke down, tears streaming down his face. Luna came on to me hard. I was flattered. Nothing physical happened, I swear, but I liked the attention. I'm so sorry, Ava. I never meant for this to happen. I stared at him, the man I thought I knew. You're sorry. You let your mother and some girl destroy everything we built because you liked the attention. Please, Ava, he begged, reaching for my hand. We can fix this. I love you. I pulled away, my voice cold. Fix this. This isn't a broken vase, William. This is our life, our marriage, and you stood by while it burned. As I walked out of the room, leaving William sobbing on the couch, I felt a strange sense of calm. The truth was out. Now, it was time for justice. I picked up my phone and dialed Alex. Hey, it's me. I've got all the evidence. What's our next move? Alex's voice was firm. We build a case, Ava. And then we make them regret ever messing with you. For the first time in weeks, I smiled. They thought they could break me, but they had no idea who they were dealing with. Ava Thompson doesn't go down without a fight. And this fight, it was just beginning. The day of reckoning arrived when Mike's entire family gathered for his sister's birthday. I knew this was my moment. With Alex by my side for support, I walked in, head held high. I have something you all need to see, I announced, setting up my laptop. The room fell silent as the footage of Linda and Luna played on the screen. Gasps echoed through the room as the footage of Linda planting drugs in my office played. Mom, what the hell? Mike's sister exclaimed, her face a mix of shock and disgust. Linda sputtered, her face flushed. It's not what it looks like, but I wasn't done. I turned to William's siblings, holding their gaze. Did you know about Linda's gambling problem? She's been embezzling from Dad's pension to fund it. I presented the bank statements and casino records for all to see. The shock on their faces deepened. Finally, I addressed the neighbors. And Luna, this isn't her first rodeo. She has a history of conning married men. I've got testimonies from her previous victims. The final bomb had dropped. The fallout was immediate and intense. William's family turned on Linda, their voices rising in anger and disbelief. In the chaos, my phone buzzed. It was Mr. Johnson. Ava, the board reviewed everything. We want to offer you the promotion, along with a public apology. Can you come in tomorrow? I smiled, feeling vindicated. Absolutely, sir. Thank you. As the dust began to settle, William approached me, his eyes pleading. Ava, please. I know I messed up, but can't we try to work this out? I love you. I took a deep breath, steadying myself. No, William, we can't. My lawyer will be in touch with the divorce papers. His face crumpled in pain, but I had my own scars too. I turned and walked away, head held high, ready to begin a new chapter. 1 year later, I stood in the kitchen of my dream house, sipping coffee as sunlight streamed through the windows. So much had changed. My new job was challenging, fulfilling, and I had started a support group for victims of family betrayal, turning my pain into a purpose. My phone buzzed. A text from Tom and Karen, full of apologies for doubting me and asking to reconnect. I appreciated their words but kept them at arm's length. Trust, once broken, takes time to rebuild. Another text popped up, this one from Alex. Dinner tonight at that new Italian place? I smiled, considering it. Alex had been my rock through everything. Maybe it was time to see where this could lead. I turned away from the window and caught a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror. The woman staring back at me was stronger, wiser, and fiercely independent. The scars were still there, deep beneath the surface, but they no longer defined me. I'll never let toxic people dim my light again, I promised myself. With that, I grabbed my keys, ready to face the day. My past had tried to break me, but instead, it had forged me into someone unbreakable. And that woman, she was ready to take on the world. Now I have a question for you. If you were in my shoes, would you have given William a second chance, or do you believe betrayal like this is unforgivable? Where do you draw the line between forgiveness and self-respect? Is there ever a situation where you would take back someone who stood by while others tried to destroy your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below.